Hello, it's Jang here from jangbricks.com with a Mega Bloks Halo set review. This is set number 96941. Came with 906 pieces. This is the Covenant Phantom. Came out in 2011 officially. Been on the market for quite some time. And yeah, I'm really slow getting to it. So let's kind of reverse that a little bit with this video and get quickly into the components of the set, starting with the minifigs. First up, a pair of the old style grunts. These are the little miniature ones back when they made them much smaller than they do today. And they've got a kind of pearly color to their main spire and the head, and you can see that each one does give you a pair of plasma grenades. Next in line here is a pilot, and I believe this is an exclusive paint scheme or color scheme for the pilot. Hey, stand up when I'm talking about you. You've got the kind of not so much cyan color in the eyes this time. It's almost going towards turquoise. I mean, there's a lot of green in that, and some of that paint is also used on the chest, where they also use some of the kind of powder blue. They're practically pastel colors, really don't stand out that well. I mean, they don't look very tough. You see, he does come with the old style plasma pistol, the little pea shooter, and he also is holding on to an extra plasma grenade here. This last figure gets the royal treatment on the spinner here because he deserves it. This is an Arbiter, and I specifically said an Arbiter and not the Arbiter because he's not the Arbiter that most of us know as the Arbiter. He's not the one from Halo 2. He's not the one from Halo 3. He's the one from Halo Wars. This is Ripa Morami, or Morame. I don't know exactly the correct way to pronounce it. If there's anybody out there from Sangelios who knows the correct pronunciation, then you can definitely speak up. For me, I'm into really rare stuff. I love rare stuff, hard to get stuff, limited edition stuff. For me, this figure alone makes it almost worth getting the whole set. Even if the rest of the ship isn't that good, this one, yeah, this practically seals the deal by itself. But let me not dwell too much. Let's actually look at the ship. So I've seen this thing on store shelves many a time, even long before I started actually reviewing Mega Bloks sets at all. And every time I looked at it, I noticed this shape in here, or these shapes in here, how they try to create this little cascade of curvature here, and I didn't like it. To me, it seemed too striated, too delineated, too hard. All these edges seemed too hard. Then I finally got the thing, and I actually built the thing, and I realized just how brilliant it is and how well done it is. I could not have done better than that, not without molding out some very large custom pieces, specialized pieces just for this set. The shape of this thing is excellent. They really did a great job of capturing the overall look of the Phantom of its era. The Phantom just in general too. What they did with the tail bits back here, just a little bit of angle. These pieces are angled down a little bit. You can actually alter their angle slightly. You can alter the angle of this up and down also. The way that these come down, just brilliant. It's really well done. And also the angle of these, how they got these side bits on there. It's actually it's originally installed like so, but as you can see, they put them on hinges, and they are ratcheted hinges that allow you to bring them up to here, and then they use these bent pieces that are kind of bent wedge shaped plates that kind of fill in some of the space there. They use upside down slopes and some small plates underneath here to try to fill in this space. They did a nice job of kind of dithering the top pieces with plates that are straight and wedge shaped and curved to get all that. You've got some nice shaping, extra detail added back here with these pieces, even the shape of this little inward wedge right here. This is a masterfully designed brick-based building set. It takes a long time to build this thing, understandably so, but when you're done, you end up with something that's very, very satisfying. This is one major piece that is custom and just for this set, and very obvious. Could they have done that with bricks? Maybe a little bit, but nowhere near this good. I think it was a good choice to go ahead and reserve the nose for a specialized piece. And this comes up because you can actually put that pilot figure into a little pilot's chair there. Not a whole lot of room. It's not fully minifig scale, obviously, but it is designed to accommodate minifigs. So you've got this little kind of a console thing you can move up. Does not have any sticker on it, but let me just get that pilot figure and drop him in there. A little tough to line that up. You gotta kind of look at it from above, but once he's in there, now he's very secure. You can move this console back towards him, place it right up in front of him, and then place the canopy piece back on top of there. It's fairly securely attached, but not too difficult to get it off, and he fits right in there. So that's a nice thing. Other things that are done for the sake of minifigs include the side doors that open up, and the way that they hinge. There's actually 3 pieces here. That's one piece, that's one piece, and the center thing is one piece. Those can go all the way up, folding all the way in. Got to be a little bit careful as you pass these. They're getting really close to each other, but you can see it closes up all the way on the side like so, and it can just come down. And you have enough room to just barely put some figures in there. And there you can see, you've got enough headroom to move your figures in and out. Although, once you actually turn this to its side, you want to probably pull this up a little bit so it's not angled down too much. If you want to put figures inside, they make that fairly easy too. They actually make that even easier. All this is one assembly that you do late in the build that gives you access from the top. So I'm going to turn this around, and there you can see, well, there's the little lift, but for the most part, you've just got these grating pieces over there. There you can see the texture of them. So not a whole lot of exposed studs. Most of the exposed studs are along the edges. Now, I mentioned the lift. They kind of show, where you've got your kind of gravity lift section right here with just the transparent blue tube, and that actually doubles as part of the stand for the whole thing. That helps to keep the whole thing up. You also have the little repulsors on the bottom for lift and helping this thing to hover. And of course, you've got the always annoying under nose cannon right here, which is approximated by an upside down plasma turret, a little small plasma turret. Really nice shaping done here behind the nose, all the way underneath. This thing doesn't look too bad from any angle. Down here is probably the worst look, just looking at these when the doors are closed. I recommend leaving the doors open. Just leave a figure in on each side to help make that look a little bit more realistic. And I saved the very best thing for last. A couple of canisters. They give you a couple of these Covenant canisters, which you can see as being fuel cells or just general storage boxes for equipment. These are actually printed on the sides. That's kind of deluxe. 4 main pieces plus some pins used to hold these things together. Just a little extra stuff to carry around as cargo. I was just kidding about it being the best. So to sum things up, even though this was not one of the most recent sets from Mega Bloks in their Halo line by any means, it was a great one. And I'm really sad to see it kind of going away. You're not seeing this very much in stores anymore because it is so old. I think that this is one that would definitely be worth re-releasing. I think that the design of the thing, even though I initially kind of pooed on it without even really looking at it carefully, I think it's amazing for its size and construction, not using a lot of exclusive pieces. I think it is just really, 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 really exceptionally well done. The minifigures, most of them are okay, but the Arbiter here is just off the chain out of control, ridiculously good. One of my favorite figures that they've done. I'm going to say one of my favorite figures from Mega Bloks, period. And I'm actually going to take that even farther. One of my favorite minifigures, period, from any manufacturer. This is an $80 set. That's a lot of money, but I feel like I got my money's worth. The price of it has not come down since its release. As far as I can see, places that are still selling it for the same amount, and it makes sense. I mean, 900 pieces, including some fairly large ones, including one of the most amazing minifigures ever created. I think that it ends up working out. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I'm always coming out with new videos on a very regular basis. It tends to be between 3 and 10 videos per week. So the average is pretty high. Good chance of seeing something new if you come back every day or two. And you can see all of my updates as quickly as they're available at jangbricks.com. So I hope to see you there, and I'll talk to you again soon.